Hi everyone, my name is Wei Qing and I'm representing StepAHP to share about the app called MedAegis developed to help with pharmacy work. Before we get into the new tools, I want to share a bit more about what StepAHP is all about. We know that nobody knows the pharmacy workflow better than the people on the ground. You see the bottlenecks and clunky steps every single day. So StepAHP was created to encourage all of us to explore how different technology, both AI and non-AI, can actually make our lives easier. Today, we'll share a Python-based app called MedAegis, built specifically to support the pharmacy work. Everyone of us here will be familiar with the Medifund Excel-based file. We have used it for years. But since we moved to NHIPS and NBS, about 90% of the spreadsheet is no longer in use. Most of us open the file just to use two specific things: the creatinine clearance calculator and the Medifund item references. So that's where MedAegis comes in. Why do we want to use MedAegis instead of Excel? Firstly, it does more. We have kept the calculators and references and added additional features that actually help with daily workflow. It's also much more customizable and scalable, able to handle complex tasks at a much larger scale. Overall, the interface is actually cleaner and much lighter. Okay, let's go through the first feature, which is the creatinine clearance calculator ported over from the Medifund file. To use this, users have to first input the age, followed by the weight, and the serum creatinine. You also have to select the serum creatinine units. By default, it's mmol per liter. After which, the app will auto-calculate for the creatinine clearance for male and female. We have also included the references for common drugs which require renal checking and DDI checking. User can also press Ctrl and scroll to zoom in and out of the list. Let me demonstrate on the app. So to use the app, we first have to launch it by clicking the MedAegis executable file. After that, maximize. User can toggle between light mode and dark mode. Okay, for the demonstration, I will use light mode. User can also click the hamburger icon to expand the left panel to find the feature that they require. Or alternatively, just click directly. Okay, now we input the age, followed by the weight, and the serum creatinine. After which, the system will auto-calculate. You can also toggle the units if needed. Then to zoom in and out, we can press Ctrl and click. The second feature is the Medifund Information. We have included 4 main screenshots of the commonly used tables for receiving. Similarly, user can press Ctrl and scroll to zoom in and out. Let me show you on the app. Find the Medifund Information on the left panel, click on the icon, then you will enter the page. So now I will demonstrate how to zoom in and out using Ctrl and scroll. Okay, I'll be going back to the slides. Okay, the third feature onwards will be new features that have been added to assist with our workflows. First one is Pick and POPStation Finder. This feature helps us to find the nearest pick and pop station at a given postal code. Upon keying the postal code, the nearest pick and pop station lockers will be populated. User can copy and paste to a notepad if needed. However, take note that the estimated distance is approximate linear distance. It does not take into account detour across buildings or streets. So we need to be cognizant when interpreting this information. Let me demonstrate on the app. So going to the app, I will click the Pick and Pop Station icon, key in the postal code of interest. I will get the list. Moving back to the slides. Okay, the next feature is called NEHR Med List Parser, primarily used for medication reconciliation for inpatient admission or at per clinic. So user have to copy and paste the NEHR records into the text box. Remember to hide the discontinued medications or strike-offs. After that, click process. When you do this, the app will comb through the NEHR records to identify the latest dose for each medication. For example, in this case, we have atorvastatin 40 mg/ON prescribed on 11 of January 2026, as well as atorvastatin 10 mg/ON prescribed on 7 of November 2025. The app will select the latest dose, which is atorvastatin 40 mg/ON on 11 Jan 2026, and display it for the user. This is how it will look like. Okay, when you click, after clicking process, you will have two tables: chronic medicines and PRN medicines. In this case, it displayed 17 chronic medicines and 11 PRN medicine. At the far right column, you will notice an end date. If the end date is less than today's date, the system will color it red, highlighting it for a user to investigate further if needed. User can also select the rows, copy and paste to Notepad or Excel if needed. Let me show you how it works on the app. Going back to the app, I will select the NEHR MedList parser. Okay. I will copy medication records directly from NEHR. Then click process. Yeah. If I need to transfer it to Notepad or Excel, I will highlight, open Notepad, Ctrl V. Yep. Or do it on Excel. That's all for today. Yeah. Thank you.